Welcome to the Bright Side of Aging, sponsored by the American Senior Gazette.org. My name is Ike Engelbaum. I'm the publisher.
And I'm John Dzwonkowski, and I'm the editor.
Yes. And John, the editor, since you're the writer, what do you wish to speak about today?
Well, our topic today is make your world a little bit more interesting by learning more about it. Hey, you're retired, you got more time. Like, I think it's interesting when, you go in your backyard and you look at all the birds out there. And I see them, and they're yellow and they're blue, and I don't know a hawk from an owl from a sparrow until I got one of those little books, When you get the book and you look at it, you start identifying these things. We got a hawk, a red-tailed hawk I found. It comes into my backyard. In fact, I used to have a great horned owl come in my backyard because we were raising rabbits for my kids. And then when he ate all the rabbits, the great horned owl didn't come around anymore, and I kind of missed the old fella. So I'm thinking about going out and getting a few more rabbits so I can bring the great horned owl back.
Gee, I hope the rabbits don't find out. I'm reminded of the great philosopher Yogi Berra, who once said, speaking about learning new things, that if you look at something long enough, you actually begin to see something.
You see how difficult this guy is to work with for crying out loud? Anyway, yes. Or how about flowers? Like, you got a lot of, we're in Ike's backyard, and there's a lot of flowers around here. And quite frankly, you don't have to wait for somebody's funeral to learn to identify the different flowers that are pretty neat looking things. You can learn about it by getting one of those books and make your world a little bit more interesting for yourself.
Right. I just thought there are so many great calendars out there that you get with flowers that are identified. Well, rather than throwing them out at the end of the year, why not actually hang on to the pictures and then make it sort of a hobby as you go around your neighborhood or your backyard? Or it's a great way to go in other neighbors' backyards. Who knows? They may even give you a few tomatoes in the process. It's not a bad idea.
And if you want to be a miser, you ought to see his basement. Looks like it was designed by Norman Vincent Peale for crying out loud.
I have a lot of tomatoes.
Well, how about trees? I found out I have 15 different kinds of trees in my backyard, none of which I could identify. Until I got a little book out, and I thought, did you know that baseball bats? My wife, Cindy, keeps a baseball bat right by the side of her bed. I don't know what she intends to use it for, but I was moved to tears to find out that they're made from white ashes. So now I keep an eye on a white ash all the time.
Yeah, you better watch how you pronounce that, by the way, John.
But you watch your white ash, and I'll watch my white ash, right? Or I found out our bathroom cabinet is made out of cherry wood. I'll tell you, I brush my teeth in the morning, and I bring myself to tears just brushing my teeth for crying out loud.
Well, actually brushing your teeth is very important, and in fact, that is a whole different aspect of it, but the truth of it in terms of how you analyze your whole nature, all the nature around you, is just to look. It makes such a difference in the world.
That's why he's the boss and I just work for him. What a brilliant insight there. Well, anyway, that's enough for today. Thanks a lot for looking in. We appreciate it very much.
Right, and remember that age is a matter of the mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter.
I give up.